think I've got some functional redeems now. And now let's make sure I can see chat here. Okay. And now we get back into it. Thank you, Moise. Good to see you. How was Super Mario Galaxy treating you? These saves were wrong. Pretty alright. Very cool. Oh, it's been a long day for me. Glad that I'm getting to do a little bit of Zelda by the end of it. Now I have to make a couple more decisions. Very cool, very cool. I never got to play Mario Galaxy 2, but I spent a lot of time on Mario Galaxy 1, casually at least. Definitely favorites of mine. Got it. Gonna have to figure out how to fix that. Probably mashing L target would do the trick. Ooh, early by 1. Do you prefer 1 to 2 of the Mario Galaxies? Oh my goodness. I'm surprised that worked. I'm not surprised that didn't. Yep. Learned Galaxy 2 but never went anywhere with it. That's fair, that's fair. This is not the slot I wanted. 1/2, they're both excellent games. That's kind of that's what I've heard is a pretty general consensus. That's fair. Cool. Okay, so I'm actually just searching for the warp. Is that so? Okay, well, you probably are more in touch with what the broader community is saying on that one. But I wouldn't, I guess I wouldn't know. So, yeah, since my Mario Galaxy, what sort of, discourse access is pretty limited. Okay, so dungeon. Forest Temple. Outside, I think is what it was called. Yeah. I think that's gonna be a good spot. Fuji, hello, thank you. Just gonna be working on everybody's favorite temple today. By everybody, I mean several people. It is a cool temple though, for sure. Fuji, have you been on, still working on any percent? Dang. Yeah. Which one was it? Maybe, I think it was the one I was just on, 7 here. Are you thinking of, am I remembering correctly that you're working on getting a sub 3 on any percent and then wanting to move to a different category, like back over to Hundo? Yep. Yep. Wait longer on my first roll. I guess I could try rolling 5 times. Let's see. Yeah, I should roll 5 times. Oh, right, and I don't have backslice right now. Oh, I got so used to the backslice roll. Maybe Hondo, maybe some AD. That totally makes sense. It totally makes sense. For sure. Do you think, sorry, one sec. Oh, okay, yeah, fair. Do you think you'll do maybe like Hundo, then maybe AD, then maybe some Glitchless? I'm guessing Glitchless any percent first. Ah, shoot. Or do you think you'd do Glundo right after doing Hundo while your collectathon brain is still fresh? See, that's just unreliable. Yeah, 4 is better for me. Either AD or Hundo and then Glitchless any percent? That makes sense. I kind of meant to put the lantern away there. I rolled 1 time more than I meant to. The RNG gods allowed it, but they really shouldn't have. Oof. I feel like rolling there isn't great. Probably any percent and then Glundo. Very cool, very based. Are you looking forward to Glundo, or are you kind of dreading it? Or maybe both? Wow. I got it. Yeah, it definitely has its moments. I think what really... I was talking with Tuffy about this the other day. I think what really draws me to Glundo isn't necessarily, like, the cool, like, unique tricks, even though there's definitely a few. But not a huge amount, which I think might be partly why it's kind of... Besides just the length in general, it's a bit underdeveloped as a category. There's not as many, like, here's a really cool trick that allows you to have some serious skill expression. To the same degree that, like, any percent does, or Hundo does. I mean, I'll be the first person to argue that there definitely is unique Glundo things, but if that was the only argument that I had for Glundo, I think it would be a weak argument by itself. Like, yes, I think mastering the movement of the ice block challenges, both in... well, so you have to do the ice block challenge in at least one of the glitchless categories for Snow Peak, but if you do JP, I'm pretty sure you can just skip it with the bomb boost. But then Ice Block Cavern, you do have to be able to do that one. And that's a fun little skill expression that is only done in Glundo. And that's also true of actually completing Isa 1, which was kind of a shock to me when I realized that. It's the only mainline category that actually does Isa 1, and I was absolutely... Whoopsie. Where am I going? Into the water? Cool. This is farther than I need to be right now anyway. So yeah, there's definitely stuff like that. The very roundabout thing that I was coming around to, though, was that I actually just really like the basic movement of this game. And Glundo... I say as I bonk. And Glundo is the one that allows me to do the most of that, which is why I kind of gravitated to it first. And that, to me, is the actual strongest pull of Glundo. Over really anything else. Yeah, I don't really want that. I mean, I would want it in an actual run because it's no save and quit and it wouldn't cost me a bunch of rupee text time, but right now, I don't want it. Yeah, I agree. I like it a lot. Yay, I got a heart. That'll help me save all of the hearts that I lost. Sure. That feels a bit short. Maybe I need to reconsider my spacing here. I'm working on a little segment here that I'm trying to break into thirds, which is a little bit challenging, so I'm going to, right now, just suss out how long the whole segment is. Wow, that DF walk was not a DF lock. We should be doing clockwise there anyway. It's faster by 1 frame. And it turns out, if you do a lot of spin attacks, 1 frame adds up really fast. And in Glundo, we do a lot of spin attacks. I'd love to not lose 1 frame per roll also. Of course, I guess in this particular example, I don't think the 1 frame is actually gonna make a difference. What really is gonna matter is if I break the cage or not. And I think the cutscene is gonna start based on when the cage breaks, not when I finish my spin attack animation. So whichever one breaks the cage fastest based on where I'm standing is better. Well, that was a few seconds slow, but that's okay. Sir. I'm sure his hand is fine. I don't like that roll. Should walk a bit before rolling, maybe. Bit. Okay. Alright, let's see if I can avoid jumping in the water. Yeah. Okay. That is fair. I shouldn't do it that particular way. Eh? Alright, we're clocking in at pretty much 4 minutes-ish, even. Probably because I wasted a good chunk of time. Maybe not 10 whole seconds, but I definitely wasted time. So it's probably going to be about 4:15 when we add in the total time save, which means these segments should probably be... Okay, so maybe instead of inside, or I'm sorry, instead of starting outside, I can go over here. Oh, knock it off. Where's your buddy? Okay. I suppose I could have just frozen. Warping. We want to be... I want to try the main room. I want to check the main room spawns, because I would like to try having a spawn point on the opposite side of the room from here. Oh. Oh, it's not an option. Well, I'll be hecked. Nice. I do kind of like having one over there. Maybe... Well, so 7, 8, 9, 10. Where does 10 put me? Alright, I should check the outside spawns. That's what I should do next. So that's coming out of Ook. That'll be useful later, I'm sure. This is going to see Ook. And that is all I get. Okay. Huh. Outside. And that's all there is, really. Huh. Okay. Right wing boss key. That's the only one. Didn't realize how limited these were. Guess I didn't really notice last time I was here. Second monkey, yeah, just the one. Third monkey, which one would that be? Are we saying the giant baba, or are we saying tileworm? Tileworm, okay. So fourth monkey is giant baba. Yep. Sixth monkey, I guess the fifth monkey is always after Ook. That's funny, because this is the last one I get. But I guess it kind of makes sense? I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that, but I mean, like... No, it's fine. Okay. From a casual perspective, it being either one is totally fine. Okay, so I didn't really like any of these, so let's look at the outside again. Alright, I think this first one being short is not the end of the world. So I was going to have it be here, and I do the cutscene and practice the backflip. And then I was going to go to North Wing Turning Bridge. And I think I wanted to... Maybe I can... Okay. I think I could have the key not opened yet. And then have that be the second save. Well, I guess that would be the third save. I don't know, though. That seems kind of short. I think we could maybe have it be the second monkey. Yeah. let's see. So if I go here, it should start the cutscene. And then if it won't allow me to because I don't have the key. But let's say, I mean, I could cheat and give myself a key. Let's see, inventory, mounts, not there. It would be flags, I'm guessing. Dungeon flags. There we go. Yeah, okay. That would be fine. So yeah, let's do... Wait a sec, that's more than I need, isn't it? I now have 3 potential spots that I'm thinking of saving. Yeah, that's too many. Because I know where I'm going to end, and I'm going to end in the East Wing. And I'm starting at the very beginning of the dungeon. I do like this. Do I like this second monkey spawn? I think I do, and I think it was the alternative to the North Wing key. Yeah, okay, so I'm thinking the first one will be a minute long and will end before entering Ook's outdoor bridge cutscene. And then the second is going to end here before I open the second monkey door, which means that when I run that particular save file, I will open the door from behind with a small key, which is technically illegal in this route, but that really doesn't matter for the save file, because it's not what I'm actually going to do. And then we'll end at the West Wing. Did I say East Wing at first? I probably did. It's my old Wii brain kicking in. Okay, so let's set the warp. We want to be outside. Okay. That time I did counterclockwise, and I think that made sense based on where I was standing. Especially since I ended up dropping a roll. There's gotta be a better way to do that. Okay. Now we test it out. Wow, that other one must have been at the very end of 33 for this to register 35. Because that was literally a minute 10 seconds. Hey Z, good to see ya. What you doing awake, brother? It's probably not just you. Thank you for pointing it out. Do-do-do. Testing, testing. Okay. Here we go. Ten times better. Great. Good, good, good. Thank you for pointing it out. Just pottering around. Oh, this won't work if I don't kill the spider. Right. Okay, so I need to... Procrastinating doing more chores. Big mood, I feel that. I wouldn't say I do have chores that I'm not doing. But it's been a long week, so I think I'm choosing to call it taking a break from chores instead of procrastinating chores. But I feel that. Some days it really just is procrastinating. So I'm changing my mind. Instead of here, I'm going to be putting this warp here. That way the spider will still be dead when I backtrack, and I won't have to kill the spider again. What am I doing? I didn't know that was a thing. That's funny. Alright, let's try again. I guess I shouldn't be that surprised that there's a one-framer. If only I had 2 frames, I could shoot off a slingshot pellet. That's very fast, very optimal. That sounds like a good idea. I hope you enjoy that. By the way, I turned on some of the redeems, so don't forget to clock in while you're here. Or I should say, leave your daily paw print. Also, let me know what you think of the 07 emote that I picked out for my 7 TV. What? Interesting. Yeah, that's fair. I like the character design a lot. And the sort of, I guess the vibe of the particular emote matters to me more than the vibe of that particular character. I like the show a lot. Aqua's a terrible person. Oh man, I could not imagine having her as a full profile picture though. It's a big commitment. Why am I rolling there? What? Whew. Alright. This is why we're here. Well, I guess if they were not a great person either. Well, I guess if they were also not a great person, then it wasn't false advertising. You know what I should do tomorrow? I should... Oh, I didn't know I could lock onto Sid and do that spin attack. That feels way cleaner. I don't know how consistent that's going to be, though. This is probably going to be a bit of RNG. Oh, what was I thinking just now? I was thinking... Oh, tomorrow I should get the plugin installed and working so that chat actually shows up. I need to stop pulling my sword out there. The muscle memory is strong. Sid will always be Drew. I didn't even know that was an option. I like that. I mean, that makes more sense than Nancy and Sid. Nancy Drew? I'm sold. Easy. Yeah, I got you. I got you. See, that one actually makes sense. That was slow because my rolls were bad. Fair. Momo, gotcha. Sid or Drew? Huh? Oh. Wouldn't it be nice if I could quick spin? Got it. Very cool. Very cool. You know what? If I cut that cutscene soon enough, then I come out walking. Or do I need to let it run for a second for that to work? Oh, the Nancy Drew games themselves, I understand. Took me a second to process what you were saying. Ooh, yeah, that's better. Okay. I will stop doing that DF walk then. Don't take the sword out. No! Oh. Well, I didn't take the sword out. Did I ever finish my sentence? I don't remember anymore. I said I was going to get the, or I was trying to say that I was going to get the chat up on stream. Quit! TP. TP time save. Nice. didn't actually remember to pick out the warp spot. But I guess we'll say that what I'm doing right now is I'm seeing how long it takes. Oh, well there it is. Never mind. Alright, now that I've made these saves... Oh, actually, there is one other thing I need to do. I need to find out what happens if I follow through with this. Am I going to have to kill the spider again? I'm going to say probably. Really should be doing a side hop there instead of a backflip. Cool. Cool. Nice. Go. All right. So the spider should be alive. No big deal. Yeah, just a couple of seconds extra on this save only. Not a big deal at all. Okay, okay. Now what we're gonna do is yeah, how dare she be magnanimous and want you to save her friends. What a selfish thing to do, to ask for help. Boy, early game midnight, I swear. Here we go. HK, can you test out some of these redeems for me? Can you find out if logging in is possible? And I don't think anybody else has tried it first. You could redeem second. What am I doing? Oh, I remember. I'm backing up. Slot A. Yes. Hell yeah. Great to have you here. Yay, yay, welcome in. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Wait, check this out. Oh my god, I don't know if you heard that, but that was crunch. Alright, I just finished my Powerade for the day. And you redeeming Hydrate has pointed out to me that my actual water is not next to me, and that is just That is a crying shame. So I'm gonna... You're gonna be driving. Okay. Okay, drive safe. Drive safe. How the turntables. It used to be that I was driving and you were streaming. Now it's the other way around. Wowzer. Get water. Yes, ma'am. Be right back, chat. I am back and I have water. I remember. 30 to 45 minutes. Drive safe. Boy, I had that kind of a commute today too. Not fun. Drive safe and congrats on getting some free stuff. Hell yeah. We will keep the tunes vibing. I will continue to talk like a radio show host who is specifically probably a radio show host at a jazz station at like 3 a.m. And I will continue to speedrun a game that you should not be looking at for the time being. And also, if you are driving and doing something other than listening to my stream, that's okay too. Good to see ya. What was I doing? Oh, I remember. I am going to edit some mem files. Great. There they are. Okay. So, the files I just made are over here. And these are going to look the same for a very brief moment, because I'm going to go in here. Just pass by where I am on the other folder. Now, East Wing. That name's okay. Now the problem is that this file in particular is wrong. I don't want that file. Instead, it should be this one. Now, everything else I think is actually the same, so I really didn't have to do a full... I didn't have to do a full backup. Just needed the one file changed. So we should be good from there. You probably don't care if you see this part. All I'm going to do now is just duplicate that change that I just made over onto, from the SD card onto my regular desktop, just so that if the SD card gets lost or damaged, I still have my progress. That is done now. So I hit eject. And I reinsert the SD card. And we go over here. Let's just, to prove a point, we're going to go from scratch. Just to prove a point, we're going to go from scratch. And we're going to do a full format of slot B, because I have 2 memory cards in my Wii. Physical memory cards, that is. And now I'm going to restore to slot B, the one I just edited, which is right here. So this contains 18 files, 17 of which are the mem saves, and one of which is a package containing the 3 quest logs each mem save is 9 kilobytes, and the quest log is 33 kilobytes, so they aren't all equal. My folders used to have 19 files, because there's also a file, which I will pull up here, that contains all of my settings for GZ itself, which is going to be all of the menus that I have open, their positioning. But having each of those in a separate folder means that if you want to download the entire folder at once onto your memory card, if I have a new menu setting that I like better than what I was using at the time, then the new one gets overwritten by the old one, which is kind of a bummer. So I've started deleting that from the from each folder that I make, so I can just access it separately. Let's go. And while that is loading, I switched over. I swapped my memory card slot A with my memory card slot B. So the one that I just edited, which was in slot B, is now in slot A. So that's the one we're going to be using now. Here we go. To start, you know what, I should probably start from the very end of the mem saves now. So that's the latest of that's the last save of the long segments. But these mem saves are much shorter, so let's see where they start me. I don't think 20 is actually a usable one. That happens sometimes. Sometimes the last save, depending on the length of the memory card and what makes sense to do within the memory card. My goodness, sorry about the darn sirens outside. This sword does not need to be out. That's okay, it doesn't matter that it is. Hearing sirens outside reset my brain a little bit. Let's see, it was... what was I talking about? Oh yes, the mem saves being shorter. So what you're going to see me do now is just practice the last useful one, which in this case is 19. For other longer memory cards, it will be 20. I don't need to roll there. That allows me to make decisions like this, like, am I going to roll there or not? And really put them into muscle memory before moving on. Oh my! Haven't done that one in a little while. When I first was learning Forest Temple, this would have been back in April, maybe May. That particular bonk took me a very long time to stop doing. Like I said, I don't need to roll there. The other crazy thing about the Forest Temple is when I first started, I did not know tpgz existed, so I was still trying to make as many saves as possible. But the way I did it was I wasn't really able to keep them, but I was trying to show myself the progress I was making. By saving every time that I got to a new transport place, and then working on, and then I would copy over like I do now until I could, and work on the copied save until I felt comfortable with that. Usually, I think, like 2-minute segment. And I did that all the way which was quite a pain in the neck for things like the Force Temple. The Force Temple is really what forced me to find out that TP existed, or tpgz existed. Because what happens in a dungeon when you save normally? You start at the very beginning of the dungeon. So wanting to have multiple saves in Forest Temple, don't need to roll there, meant that for each and every save I would have to start at the very beginning of the dungeon. And I actually did it too. I made a save for every part of the dungeon, for just about every room, actually. Still don't need to roll there. Boy, that muscle memory is strong. And I got all the way through Ook. And then by the time it got to reaching the northern part of the dungeon, that bonk works. That's funny. 1, 2, 3. That's the stuff. It got too painful. I was... Yo, Faison, good to see you, friend. I'm doing good. I'm just kind of mumbling a little bit about how I used to do saves before I had tpgz. Because I was still pretty crazy about the saves that I was making, but I had to be, like, really old-fashioned about it. Because I couldn't do mem saves, and every save that I made was at the beginning of the dungeon. And so but I did it all the way up through Ook and Forest Temple before I learned that tpgz existed. And boy, that made a big difference. So I'm very glad to be here now, reminiscing about 8 months ago or something. For sure, for sure. Yeah, the combination of tpgz and GCMM. Not only is it a lifesaver, but it's a file saver. It's a file saver. I'd see myself out, but this is my stream, so you're stuck with me. Yeah, I was doing it all on a real Gamecube too, which I do kind of miss, just for the vibes, but Homebroke Wii is much more effective. True. True. I think I heard about it from Bewildebeest because I was working on the 7th monkey, which, if you don't know, in Glitchless is kind of insane. Let's see if I even have it still. It's gonna be a while before I get it comfortable again. But let me warp over to actually, I need Dungeon Flag. Mini boss dead. I would like to have the boomerang. G. Great. I'm gonna warp over. And I was trying to work on this save without having tpgz, which meant that every time I wanted to redo the setup, I had to start at the beginning of the dungeon. It was a slog, my goodness. And he was like, "Yeah, that's crazy. You should check out this cool tool, tpgz." 7th monkey. That's what I was going to try and show. Am I going to be able to do this? Probably not, but I will be able to talk my way through what's supposed to happen now. Alright, so the spider falls. That's all well and good. Now, let me move Link so I can kind of set the scene for you here. Link. Move Link. So this room has 2 levels, and beneath us we have this bombling and this monkey in a cage. Now what we're supposed to do is light this and then break the cage with our sword, and then we can then jump here and climb our way back up. It's a perfectly reasonable way to do this room. But somebody, I wish I knew who, figured out something truly atrocious that you could do. And I have no guarantee that I'm going to be able to find it. I can guarantee, actually, that when I do find it, it will have been, because I haven't done it in such a long time, I will have, it would have been faster for me to just do it the normal way. However, it is just possible to nick the collision of that bombling from here. So I have to find the right spot to stand. I think I was not at all standing in the right place. And then look a direction. There we go. Okay. No, not there. My goodness. So you can imagine how fun it was to want to be able to not just be able to find it, but get fast at it without knowing that there was a tool for getting directly to this room quickly. Damn. So I'm going to pretend that this worked. Now what happens is you release and then you roll over here, and then it picks up the bombling and blows up the cage, so you don't even have to go to the second floor. The basement floor here. Absolutely insane. Maybe nice. Oh, there was an ad. I'm sorry. Okay, well, that easy to talk about it again. So in this room, we got 2 levels. There's a monkey here and a bomb chew here. The only thing you missed me doing was trying and failing to capture the very edge of that bombling from up here, which is possible in the targeting range of my of the Gale Boomerang. Right? I'll give it one more try. I am probably gonna need to like work this out on my own for like an hour or 2 before I even get anywhere good at it. And that's not even the memory card I'm working on right now, but it will be the next one, I think, or maybe the one after. No, yeah, it's the 3rd memory card here. So anyway, if you get just the right little range, standing at just the right spot. Actually, this feels close. Oh, fuck that spider. Ooh. Here we go. Damn. Yep, that happens. Because my line wasn't good. Hi, bud. So, you're able to get the bombling there, which is crazy. And then, if your movement is correct, which mine was not, which is okay. I will fix that later. You hit this, and you free the monkey. Maybe the craziest thing you do in this temple, and we do get to do Glitchless. So, between Glitchless and this, those are the 2 craziest things you do in this dungeon. And I was trying to do it without tpgz. So, starting from the very beginning of the dungeon, every time I wanted to set up fresh. Absolute madness. I am so glad tpgz exists. Yeah. That was like that was the trick that forced me to learn about tpgz. What am I gonna do? Let's see. I was working on those individual mem saves one at a time, but I'm just gonna see what happens. Well, I'll tell you what's gonna happen is I don't have the correct warp queued up. There it is. Ooh, just enough time. There, did you manage to catch it that time, Phazon? Sorry you got lost in the ad the first time. Huh? Oh, I was mashing A. That's fair. For real. I wish I knew who came up with it. You are very welcome. Stuff like this is what, in my opinion, does make... Oh, no. Okay, let's practice this. Does make Glitchless a pretty cool category, because you don't even see it in Wii anymore because of, well, you would see it in Wii 100%, but you would not see it in Wii any % anymore because of the Hell segment, scene clip. Okay, 18 is not where I want to be. 17? Yes. Okay, yeah, having the sword out definitely saves a few frames. Oh, but it makes it harder. For some reason. For one, let's get the camera accurate to what it's actually going to be. There we go. Is it possible to hit it with that side roll? I wonder. So if I'm here, it probably wouldn't really save any time. Yeah, it's also not possible. At least, not for a Jedi. As in, a human runner. I think overshooting a little to the this way makes it easier to hit by a good margin. Okay, that's good to know. Let's keep it rolling back. I feel good about the rest. Ooh, I almost missed. Okay. Yeah, that is that entire segment. So let's give it a go. Let's make sure the warp is correct. It is. Unless there were multiple. There are. I guess I should find out. Compared to... Oh, yeah, it's the fortune-telling warp. Great, okay. Good to know. I was going to be okay with forgetting to draw the sword, but doing an extra slash on a segment this short. Painful. Hey guys. Could have walked a little more before rolling there. Probably would have gotten more speed. Interesting. Right. Now we test to see if it worked. Did I save the right place? And did the spider web finish burning before I quit? This is the right place. The spider web did not burn. Interesting. So that time it definitely burned. And now we're going to overwrite this save, which is going to make it long, but that's okay. Because this save is exclusively for practicing. Practicing making the save, essentially. I didn't need to reset there, that's goofy. Okay, yeah, I was just a little fast on the draw. Okay. So now I know I need to wait for the web to finish burning all the way. Good thing I have another chance here to practice that. Where do I start? Right. Gentlemen. Fellas. Meh. Goodbye, fellas. Indeed, walking for a bit does make that feel better. Fuck. Oh. That's okay. We will practice. The backup. That is the backup. Nice. Nice bonk. Alright. Now we test if my timing on burning the web was correct. It was. Very cool. Now it is time to do the whole thing at once, and do it cleanly. Nice bonk. I did actually want to look at that. I wanted to see if there was a comfortable way to put the slingshot away. And there should be. I'm not sure if I'm actually getting speed puddle there or not. Not sure if that really saves time, but theoretically it might. And then I was going to test the torches a little bit before I keep going as well. I feel pretty decent about that. Decent enough that I think it'll clean itself up a little bit as I go. So let's give it a go. Yeah. Damn, good to see you, yeah. How's your day been, yeah? What you up to? Nice, very cool. Just hanging out? Very cool. Happy to be doing that myself finally. Been a long week. Had like 7 days in a row of rehearsals and performances, and this is my first night off in a minute. Speedrun is going well. We have just reached... We are so back, and you're just in time for yeah. Oh my god, I got the backflip? That's a one-framer at 30 frames per second. Sorry, 1 second. Let me get this woodpecker. Oh, hell yeah. Very important trick. Saves absolutely no time, but it's very fun. So yeah, I'm working on getting a clean save that represents the entire little segment that I'm doing here, which is about 4 minutes and 10 seconds. And this one's going well. This is my first attempt since I've come back to this area on this, doing this whole segment at once. How was the drive, HK? I imagine it was dark. I hope it was relatively safe. Fuck. There's a little, there's a way... So there's a thing called analog glitch, which is, trying to describe it while speedrunning. It's gonna be a little bumpy, so I won't try to do it perfect justice. Basically, the camera causes what direction you want Link to go to require you to input a different direction than makes sense. And it's predictable based on what the camera is doing, but it is kind of difficult to get the hang of, and especially to master. And what I was doing right there is I was trying to intentionally analog glitch myself, so I would do a cute little sidestep, which is a good way to accelerate, and then do a normal walk. And I did do the sidestep correctly, but then I panicked because after the analog glitch, you have to then transition to walking the direction you actually want to go. And I didn't do that, so I started walking in circles. Pretty much, yeah. And I did know where the camera was going to be, I just didn't do the transition correctly. If I get a good version of this run, which I am about to, I will show you. There's a good example of me doing the cute little sidestep to save time. We call it a DF walk, which is named after the speedrunner Draconif, who these days he speedruns a lot of Metroid Prime, but he also did a lot of TP, and I imagine still does from time to time, but I don't think very much recently. Okay, let's see if this worked. People down here suck at driving. Mood. Calmer than it's been in months. Oh, dude, that's brutal. Brutal. Oh, by the way, yeah, I just activated some redeems, so don't forget to log your daily paw print. Fuck you. Not you, yeah, the Baba who just bit me. That's who I was telling off. There we go. Pro gamers. Yeah. Yeah. What was I doing? Oh, I remember. Okay. Memory. Memory. All alone in the moonlight. Very nice. Very nice. Goated move, yeah. Yeah? I wonder what this one is. I made these. I don't remember what they are. It's close, but it's not quite right. This is the one. Okay, so I go over here, do the cute little sidestep. Now the camera is going to cause Link to move in a different way, especially if I'm holding L target. That's what causes the analog glitch, is holding this. Because when that happens, you know, the camera swings around to be where Link is facing. However, if you have that and you are holding a direction at the same time, then when you regain control of Link after this, the direction is going to be inputted, and he's going to start walking sideways as if he was facing the way the camera is facing right now, even though he's facing a different direction. So let's see what that looks like. Right? So he goes over to the side there. And he'll keep doing that as long as I hold the same direction. Now if I change it, then the analog glitch breaks and he starts to move the correct direction. So what I messed up wasn't the analog glitch itself. Are you talking about the monkey? Because the monkey is the baby. That's Rosie. Her name is Rosie. I like to say that her last name is Robinson, because then when I come over here and we have a bunch of monkeys saved, then we get to say, meet the Robinsons, and I think that's cute. Oh, hell yeah, hell yeah. Get those vitamin K minerals in you. Have a good lurk, have some good colored greens. So what I was supposed to do, I was trying to, like that. And what I actually did, let's see if I can recreate it. And yeah, the lightsaber noise is very important for this. What I actually did was, exactly like that. I was not exaggerating at all. That's exactly what I did. It's incredible how little time I actually lost. Yeah, it happens. Yeah, it really does. So that's cool. Okay, let's see. Oh, cool. So I now have the starting file for my next memory card. So I'm going to copy this here. I'm going to erase the third one because it was just for practice. To erase all of these because I have saved them elsewhere already. The reason I kept them on the memory card this long was so that I could use them to practice running the segment, but now that I have run the segment, I can clear them out and make room for the next segment. Now I start to remake those first. So I boot this up, and the very first one I'm going to make is going to be identical. Since it takes time to load in a quest log, especially compared to a mem save, having a save right there is, oh no, quite, I'm surprised that worked. Nice. Is nice for getting more repetitions in on practicing the very beginning of that section. I don't need my sword out there. I wish it didn't flicker. It's kind of painful on the eyes. I will note that that is a thing. Alright, good night, yeah? Hope you have a good night, yeah? Good to see you. Yeah. Shit. Fuck. Shit. That worked? No, it didn't. Oh no. Yep. Nice. Now, I'm going to make most of these mem saves on the outside of door, because even though it takes time... Shit. Even though it takes time to load the door... Or, it takes time for Link to open the door, and theoretically I could save time by having it be on the other side of the door. I prefer to have it so that I have to deal with the room, the frames involved with the room loading, to get that into my muscle memory as soon as possible. So even though it takes a little longer to get a rep in, the reps are higher quality. Oh, wow. I need to go to controller neutral when I get to the ground, because I don't actually want to do that roll. Ah. Then I like to do, when I know I have a chest coming up, like this one, it makes a good spot for me to know to make a mem save, because the chest is at least somewhat consistent. That one is a really weird example of one of the few inconsistent chests in the game, because you knock it off this pillar, which means, like, right now, it's here, but let's say I want to turn on teleport, I want to turn off frame advance because the controls overlap, and now I have a teleport for Link. So I bring him over here. Cool. Now let's load the memory before I knocked over the chest. And let's do it slightly different. Yeah, sure. Well, that's more than slightly different. And I think that's obvious. Now, what I was kind of curious about, though, is to what degree can it vary? So that's why I wanted to try to do something slightly different. Nice. Okay. So last time it was probably here. Let's try like just this much. That feels ever so slightly different. Oh, it's more than slightly different. Okay, that could still be a small number of presets. Like maybe 6 different clock positions. So let's get a frame of reference here. Let's say, so here's a line. I'm going to roll into the line. And that gives us this exact same location. Now we look at the line, and instead of rolling exactly into it, that feels like it's going to be the same. But it wasn't. Interesting. So it can be quite subtle in how different it is. Good to know. Okay. And now I need to remember to turn off teleport link, because if I don't forget to turn that off, I will use it at some point when I want to freeze frames, and link will void into the ground if I'm not in the same room as when I set the teleport. Very convenient. Very convenient when it happens. Okay, here we go. No. Huh. Ah. Okay, I need a closer mem save, so I'm gonna have one for opening the chest and crossing the bridge. And then I'd like to have one here for lighting the torches. For that specific reason. I didn't know that was a thing. That's really funny. Not a time saver of because this is pretty far. I would much rather be standing here. But at least I didn't get launched. That's funny. Right. Okay, so if I try and do a side hop there, I'll get my shit rocked. What about here? I still get my shit rocked. What about here? I do not get my shit rocked. But I do from there. Life is funny. Now, there's no point in me making a save here, I have found. I wish there was, but unfortunately what happens, as you will see here, my location is saved, but the torches being lit is not, which is quite unfortunate. So this isn't useful, and it also means that a save at the top of the staircase is also not going to be useful for me at the moment, which is too bad. I think... Right, yep. I think I might make one anyway, even though it's not going to be useful to me. Because that will be good data, because I'm pretty sure if I ask for help to the TB community, they will be able to help me make that save better. Especially since the decomp process is getting closer and closer to being done, which is very cool. So here's this save. It's not useful, but it is what it is. The monkey is free, there's a spider there, and the stairs are all kinds of whack. Now, let me use this other save to figure out what the actual useful save is going to be. Actually, okay. That's fine. Alright. This little bit is funky. Right. That feels bad. Fair enough. That's some good slapstick, honestly. This giant Baba has some good comedic timing. Gotta give it that. I think with the Ordon sword, it's just trip 3 jump attacks. I might be wrong. I'll review beasts. Shit. I'll VB's world record before I make the actual save file. Oh yeah, and I'm supposed to go pick up the bombling. Oh, and that's supposed to be a roll stab. Right. Nice. What happens if I save here? Interesting. Can't say I like it. Alright, I think it would be more useful if I had a save not for the bombling throw itself. Fucking shit. Whatever. But for picking up the key, which means I would be over here and I would need to throw the bombling. Because if I don't, the key will spawn in the wrong position. But I'm here. And that bitch is still alive. Oh, so that's not useful either. Shit. So let's see if what happens when I make one where I actually just pick up the key. I feel like the camera is just going to be wrong. Okay. Yep. So here's what I'm going to do. That's foul. Thank you. Welcome back, HK. How's your mouth, Ussie, liking the collard greens, huh? Die. Talk shit, get hit, huh? Now I'm going to walk into this dying corpse until it gives me a key that I don't even have to move to pick up. Wow, yeah. Things get crazy here and there. That's crazy. I hope your friend's okay. I hope you're okay. I also assume that neither of you are, but that talking to each other was helpful in that process. Save. Load. Is the monkey still free? Yes. Good. Boom. Oh, munchies. Oh, what am I doing? Or what am I not doing? Right. Okay, that sucks. Can't DF walk there. Please? Okay. Nice. Let's see if this is less awkward. It is. I would really love to end up on the other side of that guy, though. I know it's possible. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Okay, now I'm here, and I'm going to make a save here right before the chest. Because again, the chest forces my location and camera to be consistent, which I like. There are two ways the chest could be. It could show up if the camera go to the left or the right. But as long as I keep that in mind, should be just fine. Oh, wow, they just fell out of the set. What? What? Where? Okay, how far back does this go? I know the save file had it burned. Wait, did it? Oh my god. Did it not? Did I not even check? Why am I like this? I didn't even check, did I? I didn't. Alright. Shit. Thank you, HK. Thank you. Alright. Crunch. Crunch. Ugh. How to make my account say that in chat. How to make my account say that in chat? Or your account say that in chat? What? What you mean, Gorley? Oh, you bet. You bet. Can do. I believe yeah, so that's probably a function of the Mix It Up bot that I use. Instead of Stream Elements, your personal Twitch can. Yes. That is a function of Mix It Up bot, which I like a lot and can recommend. I can show you where to get it and how to use it as you like. I think you would get crazy creative with it to a degree that I probably would not as much. I think you would push Mix It Up bot to its limits, and I think that would be cool. What was I doing? Oh god, right, I was burning a spider web and then having to remake all of my saves because I forgot to burn a spider web. Tragic. Right, and then I forgot to make sure that it was the right save spot. You know what? You know what? Would you look at that? I still have the previous save on the other memory card, and for this kind of reason, now I get to try again. But what I'm gonna do, that's a reset. I didn't actually start it, which is intentional. I am going to give myself a few chances here. I'm gonna copy this over. And then going to copy this over here. So now I have 3 chances to get this right. Now, this kind of a mistake means that I have to remake all of those other save files, because the spider web exists in all of them. Now, that might sound catastrophic and deeply unfun, but I actually don't mind. This kind of mistake is a good thing for me, because what it means is it means I get more reps on the run, and the more opportunities I get to retry. So this is where I was starting, I forgot. The more opportunities I get to retry, the better I get at them, the more consistent I get. So, not the end of the world at all when this kind of mistake happens. Why did I take my sword out? Especially if you use the word penis. Let's see. Maybe we could do something like loony related. No! Jesus, take the wheel. That's not a woodpecker. Damn. Like what? Why did I take the sword out? Like, maybe, like, user has achieved X% lunacy today. Like, we frame it as a positive thing. I think that's important if we're going to use the word, because we don't want to be, we do not want to use lunacy in a derogatory way. What the fuck was that? You know how sometimes you gotta, like... I'm not crashing out. You're crashing out. Mistakes are a good thing. Me, 3 minutes ago. I still believe it, but I will get salty. Hi, bud. I swear to... Okay, it's fine, Looney. It's okay, Looney. Mistakes are... Mistakes are perfectly human, Looney. Mistakes are human. Everything's fine. Wouldn't it be nice if I could quick spin? Thank you, Wildebeest, for your song. I sing it every time I play. Fuck. Well, I quick spinned. Lost a second, but I quick spinned. I agree, Minda. I think that, yep, also. we do actually want to pull out the sword here, and we don't want to roll too soon. Good stuff. Nice. Nice. Can I do it? I don't think so. Yeah. Let's get the brrr. Balls. Alright, Looney, wake up. Be awake for this. Good job, mostly. Kind of good job. Better job. Improvement. We love to see improvement, Looney. This is sketchy. Let's do it. Holy... wow! Alright, I have to be more mindful of analog glitch there. User has gained... oh, let's say that @user has achieved 1 to 100% lunacy today. No, thank you. Meh. Okay, that's pretty good. Don't wipe with death. Wait. I got you. 1 sec. Wait, when do I next have several seconds to do this? Shit. Right now. Let's see. We go, here we go. Here we go. Huh? That's not the button I wanted. This is what I wanted to do. There we go. I would never quite. I'm so sorry. I will kill it this time. I promise. It is gonna die. I'm sorry for how many spiders there are in this temple. It's a lot. There's a lot of spiders here. I'm so sorry, girl. I want to say yes to be cool, but then I want to say no because I don't remember. But then I want to say maybe because maybe I have, but I just don't remember. So I'll say no to be optimally honest. I am gonna kill this spider. Die. Fuck this lamp. in particular. Yes, please do. Yeah, you bet. Okay. Next time I have free hand, I shall pull open my phone, which is right next to me. No, I don't need the sword. I don't think it necessarily costs time. Maybe it costs a little bit of time. Not much. Because the lantern seems to put it away immediately and automatically, which is cool. I'm sorry, what? Huh? Is this referencing what you just sent me? Because Girl, I'm lost. Ew, 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 ew. Okay, alright. I just jumped off a cliff, so that's a good time. That's a good time as any to look. Okay, I had not seen that, I don't think. I don't think I had seen that. I fucking love webtoons. So unhinged. The teeth. The teeth. Great never cry. Yeah, I see it now. I see it now. Holy shit. And the baby's just like, huh. You know what? I hadn't thought of it that way. It gets a goddamn JoJo pose immediately. I swear to God. Okay, tell you what. HK, you're in charge for a minute because I have actually been following through on the hydrate redeems. I have to use the restroom. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Thank you for being in charge. It seems that that my new title for today is Piss Queen. I'll accept it. It's fair. I was just, well, anyway. Please don't demonetize me, Twitch bots. Hi, Jordy. My kitty cat. He's going to say hi. He's a good boy. I was up, so he was up. Okay. How's it going, kids? Well, we got lurkers and we got bots, and they're all welcome. I mean, the bots that we planned to be here are welcome. Other bots are a no thank you, but regular bots. Yeah, he's such a good boy. He's so good. He's saying, give me pets right now or I'll bite your microphone. Give me pets right now or I'm going to eat your microphone cable. So I'm giving him pets. Yes. Yes, sir. Meow, meow. Come here. He's doing it. He's eating the mic. He's standing directly in front of my face so I can see nothing. He's a good boy. He missed me today, and I missed him today because I had to do morning work, and then I had a show in the afternoon. I've had shows every night this week. It's crazy. I've been gone too much. It's a no good. Is it actually a coffin? Shit. A show? Like... Huh? Like I'm actually doing something on the stream instead of just looking at the menu and talking about peeing, or is something else? That's so cute. Oh, right. I'm dumb. I'm tired. I'm not dumb. I'm tired. There's a difference. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Sorry, I'm just having a moment with your cat coughing. Why did I pause? Because I was having a moment. Because I was having a moment. It turned into a senior moment real fast, but it was a moment. So, yeah, shoot, dang, you might actually know this movie. Well, I don't know if it was a book first or not, but I do know it's a movie. And Amelie is the movie, and I found out when I got offered this particular gig because they were a little bit desperate, which is usually how I get gigs, that there's a musical version of the movie Amelie. And it's pretty fun. It's pretty cool. I would say it's maybe even a little more optimistic than the movie, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I've seen it. But yeah, there's a musical, and so I play piano, and I was kind of playing piano and conducting the band at the same time, and it's for high school. And so this past week has been Tech Week, and yeah, then it opened on Friday, and we did a show on Saturday night, and then after doing a show late at night on Saturday, I had to get up early for my normal church gig, and then which is also piano, and then I had to go do an afternoon matinee show. after doing rehearsals every evening of all the weekdays, besides Friday, which was opening. Bless my heart, indeed. Bless my heart. It's been a lot. I'm tired. Girl, I'm tired. Hey. The kids do a good job. It starts out pretty messy, but it does tend to clean up by the time show actually goes. Just gotta make sure to not get too miffed with any adults, and handle shenanigans from kids from time to time. But for the most part, you know, bless their hearts. They're doing a good job. But what it also means is that because I'm playing piano and conducting, and I'm the one with the most experience doing that kind of work on stage, I'm kind of the glue between whether or not the band and the cast actually happen together. Wow. So it's a lot of brain cells to be like, what's happening on stage? Oh, they need this particular musical cue. And, my guitarist is too loud, so I need to find a way to tell them that. And, oops, this singer jumped ahead by a measure and a half. I'm gonna jump, and then I'm gonna hope that the band either finds me, or if they don't, I will start calling out measure numbers, because it's fair if they goddamn don't. Because that's, when else do you jump like a measure and a half for no goddamn reason? And it's like 230, 240 pages of music. So yeah, I'm tired. And my hands are a little sore. Because it's a lot of pianoing. Shit. Okay, it worked. I should learn Beans by Kurt Cobain. Or like, Bane by Kurt Cobains. Oh. Do you have students as stage managers or anything? I know my high school theater assigned kids specific roles. They seem to... So yes, the stage manager is also a high schooler. Pretty much every role is occupied by a high schooler, just not like the director. The director is an actual staff person. They have a staff person on... yeah, just for that play. So the stage manager shifts around play to play. But the director doesn't. That's a staff position. She's also happens to be an English teacher. And then you have a guy who is, for this particular high school, he's the guy responsible for theater tech. And that seems to be his, if not like almost full-time job, then fully full-time job, working with the high school and running classes for that. I'm not 100% sure. And then they have the choir director, who is relatively new to the school. This is actually the school I graduated from, so I know who he was taking over for. And that just happened like this year. Fuck, shit. Oh my god, it worked. Okay, thank god. And then there's me, and I am not really a staff member, but I've been around for a while, and shit. Oh my god, it worked. Fuck. Shit. It worked. Okay. And yeah, I've been contract accompanying with them for like 5 or 6 years. On and off. I was actually just going to distance myself from them a little bit more this year. Because, well, one, it's like pretty far away. I don't really like driving that far if I can help it. And I have a lot of other schools, or at least 2 others, that keep me pretty well employed with that kind of work. And also, you know, it's where I went and just where my parents live. And I don't talk with my parents at the moment, so there's kind of that. If I'm eligible, I'm eligible. Suddenly I just got flashback. Oh, that really should have killed me. Flashbacks to the Shrek. Eligible Bachelorette number 1. Eligible Bachelorette number 2. 3. Pick number 3, my lord. But I didn't have any other musicals. I don't need to roll there. I didn't have any other musicals going on, and they called me like, or they texted me like 2.5 weeks ago. Like, you dislike Shrek? I'm gonna ask you more about that in a minute. I'm sure you have your valid reasons. Did I burn the spider web? Yay! Okay. Let's try all this again. This whole thing. Let's try this whole thing again. But yeah, you know, a couple $1,000 is a couple $1,000, so that's cool for a couple weeks of work. Good stuff. Okay. Alright, tell me more. You dislike Shrek. I am curious. Yeah, I've been doing it for a while. Well, and it's pretty close to the standard. If you do the math for like how many hours it is of rehearsal, well, I've gotten to the point where I'm pretty good at being lazy. Yo, Perp, good to see you. Just talking about my shows. And I don't have to go to a ton of rehearsals as much as I used to. So that kind of inflates the hourly pay a bit. But it used to be that, like, if you get paid like 1,000 or 1,200, oh, Shrek the Musical made you dislike it more? That's so fair. Yeah, Shrek the Musical isn't good. My ADHD meds are wearing off, so my ability to form a cohesive sentence is fading, but that's okay, because I'm having a good time. Okay, right, I remember. So if you're making like 1,000, or this doesn't need to be a timer, or like 1,200, which was a standard a few years ago, then it's, and you're showing up to most of the rehearsals. Yeah, I don't know if you've met Perp before, HK. Perp's great. Speedruns Majora's Mask, and we are, we go to the same grocery outlet, which is local to our area, so that's, I say me and Perp are Winco buddies. I was just hanging out in his stream earlier today. So, okay, yeah, going to most rehearsals, making 1,000, 1,200, then you are going to be making less than minimum wage pretty easily. So that's why I don't go to every rehearsal, and I have started to ask for more, especially since I'm not just playing piano, but if I'm also conducting the band, then shit, oh my god, it worked. Then that's a lot of work and a lot of brain cells. So yeah, I asked for 2,000, which what I'm flabbergasted about is that this is actually a lower amount now than I've gotten fuck. Cool, so it works, so I need to make a mem save. I've started working with a school that has, like, actually started hiring me to be the director that they have through the, like, that's not where I wanted to be, through, like, a stipend at the district level, and they started paying me, like, a little over $2,000 for both months that the event was happening. So I made like a bit over $4,000 for that one, and I was kind of shook. Which is both cool and kind of sad when you get right down to it, because I don't make a lot of money, all told. Like, if you look at each individual gig, it's like, yeah, that's a lot of money, but if you put it all together, I'm making like not even really 25,000, and I'm currently living alone in Portland, so that's not sustainable. So I'm figuring out some sort of roommate situation probably in the near future, that kind of thing. It is what it is. You know, between that and the like church gig where I'm making like, I guess after taxes it ends up being like 250 every 2 weeks or so, 240 every 2 weeks. Oh no! And the other gig that's like a 40-minute drive away that I do a rehearsal for once a week that's like $550 a month. It's not a whole lot, so I pick up the gigs when I can. I can't keep getting away with it. I can't keep getting away with it. Good, what am I? Sorry, which part of it am I getting away with? Shit, fuck. I just jumped. Do you mean the trick, or do you mean something I was talking about? Because you're right, if you were saying I can't keep getting away with it. I did not just get away with it. I did not get away with it. Yeah, too close. Shit. Okay. Stop locking on. Okay, so don't hold down lock. Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, no. I can't keep getting away with it. Ain't gonna happen. Getting away with it for now. Not gonna last. I meant to make a save there. Shit. Fuck. TBH, you are completely right. TBH, it should be easy to not also, right? Like, we should be able to live on our own if we want to, and it should not be awful to find a way to not live on your own if that's what you would also prefer, because living in community should be fucking easy, but it isn't. It's not easy to live by yourself. It's not easy to find a safe community. And both of those things are stinky poo-poo. So I say we eat the landlords and we eat Jeff Bezos and we call it a day. Wow. You had to correct to Europe? God, I hope Herp knows what I mean. Oh, I said yep. Oh, I don't think they're gonna understand. Gotta add the R. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Yarp. That was nicer. I mean, I took too long on the cutscene, but it was nicer. I know I already checked for the spider web, but I'm feeling paranoid. I'm feeling paranoid, and I'm gonna go check the spider web again. I feel like maybe it's come back. Can't live by yourself, can't afford basic utilities most of the time. Food prices for even fast food's going up. Yeah. Some places can't get a job. that pays enough can't find a job that will apply to you in general. Yorp. And in my case, can't even properly work a job that would be more full-time than what I'm doing now. I forgot, I was just checking the web. Web is good. Web is fine. Because of the fatigue, so that's why my work is more scattershot. That's why I do piano, because I'm too tired to do anything else. Worked some fast food stuff for a while, but every job after that I held for less amount of time. So, it is what it is. Do-do-do. Ow, my face. Fucking tile worms. Okay. Save. Load. This is gonna be ugly. Not too bad. Alright, we've just about made it back to where we were previously. Finally. I don't like that. Perp, if you happen to fall asleep or do some other form of lurking, good to see you, man. Okay, now I don't have to redo all the stuff that I learned doesn't work in here. I already know what doesn't work. So I will skip the cutscene and make the save. Shit. Wait. Wait, but you said this... Lorking is allowed. Oh, the two. Okay. I was like, wait, but you spell it the same both times. Yes, lorking is completely allowed, of course. I lork in Porp stream frequently. Shit. Do the stab. Yeah, that's the stuff. Pick it up. Pick it up, boy. That boy ain't right. Woo, that almost missed. But in a speedrun, almost missed means very good, because that means it's probably fast. Unless it's the opposite kind of almost missed, which is the time loss kind of almost missed. Those happen too. Is it worth getting money over here? No, it's not. It's not worth getting that money. Huh? He just crawled out of the wall. They're in me walls! I really thought he ate me. That is the second heart piece, ow, of the run. Two of... is it 45 or 50? I think it's 50. Pretty sure it's 50. I always have to do this silly little recount in my head, but I'm pretty sure it's 50. Not that I have all 50 actually memorized, because I do not. Okay, this is one of the instances I am going to make the save on this side of the door. Because the real load zone is right here. Watching the monkeys do the thing. And this takes a while, so I have no reason. Oh, dude, no. Oh, I'm so sorry, Burp. Ants are the worst. Except Uncle's, am I right? No, I'm kidding. Ants are actually awful. Yeah, so to practice the monkey jumps, I do not want to have to. Guys, I don't think you're supposed to come in here with me. Yeah, look at that. Where'd they go? Quite the booty on this guy. Stop it. Get some help. Oh, nice. I feel like I was halfway through a sentence, but I can't remember what it was for the life of me, and I'm okay with that. Nice. Moise, good to see you. Hello, Raiders. Good to see y'all. Welcome in. Welcome in. We're just vibing. Thank you. Thank you again. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. What the f... Oh, I forgot to do the thing I was doing here. It's alright. That's what we're practicing for. If you need to read and run, totally okay. Good to see you. Don't forget to hydrate. Don't forget to eat snack. Don't forget to sleep sometimes. I hear that's pretty healthy. And yeah, welcome in. We're just doing TP save files like we always do over here. Thank you for the shouty, HK. Or for doing the shouty, that is. Yeah, shout out Looney Susie. No, I'm kidding. I'm right here. You need an invite link for stream elements. Okay, heard. I will get that set up for you next time I have two brain cells to rub together. Thank you for letting me know. Do I have any other shout-out commands? I have a couple of, like, duplicates that do the same thing. Like, saying it, exclamation point shout-out works the same way. But I don't yet have, like, you know, shout-out with clips. Yeah. What am I doing? Oh. Right, that's what I'm supposed to do here. Cool, and then we make a save. Good stuff. This is a different format than I did last time. This in the memory cards is kind of shaping up a little different. Let's do a little review. But before I do a review, I should send HK an invite link because HK wanted to work on my stream elements stuff, so I should enable them to be able to do that. Stream elements. Generate invite link. Here we go. Now we're cooking. Queen Never Cry, you have the link you need. Let me know if it works okay. And I'm going to resume reviewing these save files. Here we go. So, we start in the West Wing on Gamecube, and then the next one here is for being right next to this guy to pick it up, to practice that little cute little throw. And then the next one is for the Tileworm room entrance, and Queen Never Cry, that's right. Next one is the chest, Machesta. God damn it. You're so welcome, Piss Princess. And now, this is a new nickname, by the way, everybody. It literally just happened today. Please pray for me. You go to the bathroom once, and suddenly you're a piss queen. There's nothing you can do about it. I don't... No, actually, I do like that save. I should keep it. I wish it was slightly better, but is the best version for now. This one is good and important. This one is good. I feel like I don't really need 12, though. I think it's okay to only have one save in that room. So that means this can go here instead. Delete. Load. Oh, damn. Yeah. Yeah, oh, they're in my walls! Okay, and then this one... The camera ends up so weird here that it doesn't really reflect anything I'm actually going to do, so I think it's better if I just save it right in front of the chest. Machesta. Now I load and check it. Good, and now we load this one. That's an important one. Oh, but I need to move it. I need to move it. So this goes here. I feel like I need to... Like, as soon as you say that, HK, that's going to be when everybody decides to lurk at the same time. And that's going to be the last thing that anybody says here for the next, like, 15 minutes. So I'm going to just add these little emotes just in case. Just in case. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Where was I? Here we go. Monkey. I think I should make the save inside the door instead of outside. Because I'm pretty sure Ook's room, the save works such that kind of no matter where I start in the room, it starts me by entering the door like this. So if I load here, I was mistaken, but in a strange way, I did not expect this. Okay, that I can... It is funny, and there's no harm in having it do that, except it would confuse the ever-loving shit out of me, so we're not gonna do that. Oops, and I need to have 15 saved as well. That should... Ook should be 16, not 15. Yeah, cool. Nice. Ooh, a little analog glitch, too, as a treat. So we're gonna go over here. And we're gonna make a save. 15. Save. Load. And that is why we have a save there. You wanna give it a try? We can see what it looks like. Shit. So what I need to do is I need Link to walk all the way into the room. Nice. Save. Load. I like it. It works. We're keeping it. We're keeping it, HK. Yes. Quality work. Please, sir. Sir, please. Please, sir. Okay. I understand. I hate how it twitches. Oh, I got distracted by myself. That's just, poor Link was just picking his nose there. Yes, sir. Yes, hello. Ooh. Oh, wow. Nice RNG. Why am I doing counterclockwise? I hate it with a burning passion, and we have to keep it. Absolutely. Yeah. That's canon. Who the hell coded that to Twitch? Like, seriously, who did this? Do I have to call somebody's mother? HK, do I have the aware emote on my 7TV? Wait, what is this? What? Oh, thank you. That's wonderful. Let's see. I don't think I do. Let me see what I do have. I just added a bunch yesterday. What have I got here? Oh, you know what I do have? I've got the Ain't No Way, which is great. There's also one for Wind Waker. Oh my god. Oh my god. And now Metal Gear Solid. I think that's racist, but it was a legitimate problem with my speech. I'm making fun of my own speech impediment now, so I guess it's fair game. And now Metal Gear Solid. Okay. Oh wow. Oh wow. What was I looking for? Oh, okay. I want you to find an emote that is nice and alarmed, and add it to like an ook command, so we get like exclamation point ook. And then we get like a response like some kind of, yes, exactly, like the Ain't No Way. In fact, I think literally just Ain't No Way would do the trick. Yes, exactly, perp. Can you make that happen for me, HK? We'll try. Beautiful, beautiful. I think if you just use the text Ain't No Way, if you just spell out the emote, 7TV should handle the rest. So 7TV and Stream Elements should be working together pretty well. I didn't equip the Rang, and I wanted to. Time to fight Ook again. Cute little artifact here, HK, that you might be curious about if you ever play this again. It actually improves the fight. What I'm doing right now is very suboptimal. It improves the fight. Oh, oh yeah. Nice. Make Ook Cruise mode. Oh yeah, okay. I'm taking notes, perp. You're onto something for sure. You're onto something. So if I don't skip this cutscene, HK, don't mind the camera. Ook will throw his Rang as a demonstration and knock a couple of the Babas off the ceiling. But if you skip the cutscene, he just doesn't, which is very funny. So, ooh, and if you skip the cutscene part way even, so if you even watch part of it, he still won't do it. It's very funny to me. The same is true for the Phantom Zant fights. Skipping the... I know, they're nasty. Also, do you mean you hate Ook in general? Because I agree. That's why we have the ain't no way meme. Sir. So I did all this again because I needed to equip the boomerang. So let's not forget to equip the boomerang. Hey, we achieved a follower goal. Very cool. I should get it set up so that I can actually see who follows. Let's see. There should be a dock for this on OBS. Twitch activity feed. Oh, Ryan! Thank you for the follow, Ryan. Good to see ya. There we go. Oh, is that something that you're able to make in Stream Elements HK? Is it able to make a chat that says thank you for following user? Or even thank you for subbing user? Or user has donated X number of bits? Because I should have that. Ooh. The first one you did worked, at least on my 7TV. What's the, You'll need to look it up. Okay. Super valid. Oh, equip, roll. Shit, I didn't roll. That's fine. We'll pretend I rolled. I'll just walk forward a bit and say that's good. Make the save. Load. And then don't forget. Oh yeah, no, I thought it didn't work at first too when I looked at my OBS, but then when I looked at the version I have up in my browser, it actually does work. So, props. Kudos, even. Beautiful. An exquisite bonk. I don't need to lock. Do I even need to go first person? Yes. Do I? Yes. Do I? Yes. But I do not need to lock. Fuck off. Leave me alone. Alright, now we throw it again. I say we throw it again. And then we make a little save. Cute little save right here. And this whole process has afforded us exactly one more save. Where's it gonna take us? What's cute is, I don't remember. Sure. Using the boomerang there is for chumps. It says they are on. Yeah, I got an alert for, it's crazy. I did see that the follower count got met, because we got 64. You could say what the hell, but you might also say what Hadel, because Dell is pretty cursed, and this seems to be a pretty cursed event, right? Okay, alright, I'm done. That's strange. I think I will have to look into that a little more. What? What the helly? What the Helena? You followed then unfollowed. Oh no! Your follow time. Oh, you know what? I read it the second way the first time. I get you. Same brain cell. Same brain cell. All good. Yeah, why use a boomerang when you could roll? There must be some, like, extra layer of settings. Follow time is okay? Alright. 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 What the hecky? Yeah, I do see it in the, activity feed for OBS directly, but I wonder if, the chat alerts are on. I don't know, maybe try turning them on and off again? Such an awkward little angle. What the hell was that? I really do want to do a side roll there, though. But I also don't want to lock on to the bomb link. I also don't want to be so far in the wrong direction. And I don't think a DF walk there is a good idea. Norp. Dang. Well, thanks for helping me meet my follower goal again. Fuck. It worked. So unnecessary. Okay. Okay. That seems good. As the end point for that. Okay, now we need to make some more decisions about the quest logs. So we started... Where did we start at the very beginning? Oh, yawn attack, pardon me. We started at the beginning of the West Wing. And we end in the room to collect the third heart piece, which is the second Forest Temple heart piece. Okay, so to split that into thirds, well, one of them is going to be Ook for sure. Right, so I guess it's just a matter of which one, and I think it's going to be the last one. Yeah, the last third. Well, No, yeah, the last third should be ook. And a little bit of walking, a little bit of strolling. It'll probably be the longest one of the set by a good chunk. Ouch, my face. So if that's the case, then we only need to decide one other save point. And I think it should be... Well, let's take a look at what my warp options are. Maybe fourth monkey. You know what, though? I think ook should actually be second. And then third should be exiting the ook arena. Yep, that's better. So, warp, dungeon, not force temple. Now we gotta go to ook. Ook gets his own little thing. How many spawn options do we get? That many. Let's take a look at this. What's warp 0 gonna take us to? Wait, why do I have this? Huh? Why do I... Oh, because I did it from the title screen. Because I did it from the title screen. I don't like that booty. Okay, warp 1 is the one. Did I make a copy? Yes, I did. I have a feeling this is going to be messy. This is a pretty complex set of tasks in front of me. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Yeah. Forest Temple definitely has a decent linear progression of difficulty. I appreciate it for. Is engaging. Fuck. I wish it was that clean every time. That chest exit was not clean, though. It no work. Okay, I'm so sorry, HK. Thank you for looking into it. I will take a look at it myself next time I have some brain cells. Because yeah, I should do that with my stream elements if it's given problems. Thank you for trying to solve. And sorry it didn't work. We shall get it to work. And if I happen to figure out what went wrong, I will let you know. Do you ever feel like you jumped in water when you wanted to jump on a log? Oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh, that one makes me nervous. fuck? That tracks. Why did I roll a second time? I'm supposed to roll once, then do a side hop. Oh, I wish it didn't do that little flash. Fair. That is fair. Alright, chat, this is the run. This is the run in which it's going to fail somewhere else, but that is farther up the chain of tasks than I have gotten so far. Oh, we're right there. That's okay. That is fine. I need to clean that up. And that. And this. I don't think I need to do that extra roll. Classic. Please don't jump in the water. Thank you. Thank you. Alright. Tragic movement. But we are on the right track. Ooh. We got the good RNG. We got the double-handed grab. I'm facing the wrong way. Okay. I'll just pick him up normal. Oh, now you're scared. The bomb might be explosive, but at least it doesn't want to actively eat you. You seemed pretty unconcerned about that. Consider me bamboozled and befuddled. Right, there's a heart piece. by itself. 350. Huh? Okay. Well, let's make the save. By itself. Please. Thank you. Wowzer. It's the length of the entire last memory card. Well, sometimes actions aren't able to be broken down very well, so some memory cards end up longer than others. Now what I want to find out is how long is the ook segment going to be? And then after I get a sense of that, I want to know how long is it from the beginning of ook to the end. So I can just do that all at once. It's going to depend a little bit on the ook's RNG for sure. That was particularly not great RNG. So ook takes about 2 minutes 15 seconds. Well, with bad RNG, but that's fine. Assuming bad RNG is not the worst decision I could make. That's fine. Alright, about 310 with bad RNG, which would probably be sub 3 minutes with good RNG. Okay. I think then that this one really needs to be split up more evenly. So if not ook, then maybe fourth monkey? See how that times out. I think I went the long way. Okay. Fourth monkey. strong with this one. But the wrong analog glitch from what I was looking for. This feels a lot better. Yes, indeed, that does feel better. So now I'm going to copy this over here. I'm going to boot up the Ook warp again, which is Ook. So how many is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Compared to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20, 21. Yeah, that's longer. Oop. Spawn one. Actually not supposed to be the Ook warp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna make a bet that it's supposed to be warp 1 on the outside. It's either warp 1 or warp 2. And my hazy memory says warp 1. Except that we did actually want it to be Ook. This is goofy. Oh, I've got time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Spawn one. Boom. Let's give it a check. Good, good. Okay. Well, with this sorted, everybody, I think I'm just about out of gas for the night. So thank you so much to everybody who's been hanging out. Check out Hello Kitty Lover here. Shout out for not only being a very cool mod and helping me figure out my streamer elements, but also being a streamer of their own right. They've got lots of very cool stuff that they do, including they have a whole setup with a choose-your-own-adventure style redeem through streamer elements, which is very cool. So everybody go follow Hello Kitty Lover. It is the law. And next time she calls me Piss Queen, I'm gonna ban her. I'm kidding, I probably won't. But there she is. Give her a follow. Now, you know what? I know exactly who we're gonna raid. We are going to raid Rodner, who is one of the OGs of Twilight Princess speedrunning. Very cool guy, very helpful. And we're gonna go show him some love. Let's see, what's he doing? He's doing 100%. So his category is like mine, except he glitches, and also he's been running for much longer than me and is much better than me. So, which is okay, because that's what happens when you have more experience. I'm okay with this fact. It's good to have people who are better than you. So, where the heck is my Twitch buttons? Here we go. Creator dashboard, stream summary. You know, I should pull up his stream on my side, so I can hear him when I read in. Oh, hush, 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 hush. Creator dashboard, here we go. Stream manager, here we go. We should make some kind of a raid message, shouldn't we? Let's see. I've got it. Okay, so our raid message is going to be... I don't have this emote yet, and I absolutely need it. But I know for a fact that it exists on Robert's channel. Or Rodner. On Rodner's channel. And I think of him every time I think of this. It's a cute little cat, so... So that is our raid message. And now we're going to begin the raid. Thank you so much, everybody.